2.4. And that concludes the breakdown of the main financial data.
Thanks, Colin. That's very informative. But how about the forecast?
Yes, I want to come on to that now. I'd like to take you through the 4 approaches that we've used.
4.
Well, to be more accurate, 4 methods, 1 approach.
Okay, tell me.
Right. The first thing we did was to analyse the existing workforce. Yes, and it revealed something quite interesting. Labour turnover for the last 2 years has been running at just 3%, and 25% of our workforce have 20 years or more service.
So not good for natural wastage or redundancy costs.
Exactly. At first, we thought it was a problem. However, further analysis, as shown in Figure 1 here, shows that 6% of the workforce is projected to retire next year, and a total of 25% of the current workforce within 5 years.
And how do you interpret that?
Well, to my mind, it means we shouldn't be thinking about redundancies or backing off recruitment.
Right.
Next, we looked at past trends, and apart from a slight drop 3 years ago, our total number of employees has risen year on year by around 5%. But you'll be pleased to know that, as shown in Figure 2, wages have remained roughly in line with inflation and have been on hold for the last 6 months.
Super.
Thirdly, we looked at projected sales, and although we've had 2 of our lowest quarters at the beginning of this year, Manuela is very optimistic that Q1 next year will see sales return to last year's levels, as the chart in Figure 3 shows.
That's good to hear. But is it based just on optimism, or does it have some foundation?
Well, of course, with all forecasts, there's an element of prediction, but it's based on advance orders and economic and market data.
That's good to know.
However, we're not taking anything for granted, which brings me on to our final and combining approach. We've done some what-if scenario building based on a range of best and worst case scenarios. Now, moving on to the actual plan.